world moves fast. Your workday, even faster. Pitching products, drafting reports, analyzing data. Microsoft 365 Copilot is your AI assistant for work. Built into Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and other Microsoft 365 apps you use. Helping you quickly write, analyze, create, and summarize. So you can cut through clutter and clear a path to your best work. Learn more at Microsoft.com/M365 Copilot.
Raise the rudders! Raise the sails! Raise the sails!
Captain, an unidentified ship is approaching. Over.
Roger. Wait, is that an enterprise sales solution?
Reach sales professionals, not professional sailors. With LinkedIn ads, you can target the right people by industry, job title, and more. Start converting your B2B audience today. Spend $250 on your first campaign and get a free $250 credit for the next one. Get started today at linkedin.com/campaign. Terms and conditions apply.
Every sip of Coca-Cola brings you closer to the excitement of the FIFA World Cup 26. Because nothing compares to the joy. So grab a Coke and drink in the FIFA World Cup 26. No purchase necessary. 13 plus in 50 U.S. states and D.C. with a web-enabled device. Ends March 1st with 8 entry periods. Rules at cokeurl.com/soccerrules.
Whether your business has 6 floors or 6 employees, Walmart Business has everything you need to save time, money, and hassle. You can restock your break room with bulk ordering or bulk up your ordering team with shared payments. And you can get it all delivered straight to your business's door, whether that's on Wall Street or Main Street. Walmart Business. It's the Walmart you love, now for your business. Learn more at business.walmart.com.
Hey, it's Sterling K. Brown from the Hulu original series Paradise. The next chapter begins as Xavier's search for his wife takes him above ground, and what he finds will change everything. It was never just about the bunker. Tune in and discover the truth lies outside. Paradise, the official podcast, is now streaming, and stream Paradise Season 2 on February 23rd on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.
Well, here's the one that might get me thrown out of here. Welcome to the Eagles Checkdown, the fastest under 10-minute Eagles podcast there is. Cover news, notes, and opinions on your favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, jointly produced by the Eagles Pinpull Podcast Network and the STT Sports Network on YouTube. Guys, I'm Phil Stiefel. Whichever platform you're watching on, whichever format, audio or video, you're listening to this on, like, share, subscribe, follow. Tune in to all the great content on both the Pinpull Podcast Network and the STT Sports Network on YouTube. Guys, I greatly, greatly appreciate it. I got something at the end of the show. I'll save it for the end. I'll get you through the meat of the show. And I got the craziest idea. I might have someone like Shane Half texting me later today saying, yo, you're out of here. You're not welcome on the Eagles Pinpull Podcast Network. But we'll see. We'll see if my crazy, outlandish idea is as crazy as I think. Anyway, first piece of Eagles news. The Eagles have announced their new quarterback coach for the 2026 season, and it's not an outside candidate. It's the third known candidate to be kept from the 2025 team. Parks Frazier is joining Aaron Moorhead, the wide receiver coach. Parks Frazier was the passing game coordinator last year. He is now Jalen Hurts' new quarterback coach, taking over for Scott Loeffler. I'm assuming Scott Loeffler is out now. Not sure, but he spent 1 year as Jalen Hurts' quarterback coach, and we don't know really how well he did or didn't do. But all things that we've seen online, every video we read, it seemed like they had a good relationship. It is now going to be 3, 4, 5, 6 quarterback coach for Jalen Hurts. He obviously had Press Taylor his rookie year under Doug Peterson, Brian Johnson for a few years before he became the OC, Alex Tanney, Doug Nussmeier, Scott Loeffler, and now Parks Frazier. Parks Frazier's a young guy. I think it's kind of weird that they're going to just slide him around a little bit. I think it's something that they were probably considering for Kevin Patullo, but sliding him around there to that position, I almost feel like they should have probably just kept Scott Loeffler in that position if Jalen Hurts worked. The guy that's been with Jalen Hurts the last year, helped with the transition with Sean Mannion and company. Instead, Parks Frazier, 34-year-old guy that's been around the league since 2015, spent time with Nick Sirianni on the Colts staff back when Nick Sirianni was their OC. Just seems like Nick Sirianni doing whatever he can to keep at least a little bit of influence and his style mixed in there. To me, that's just what that is. A lot of talk this offseason is going to be about the salary cap. I want to give two pieces of information that I've learned, which I kind of knew, but I got the final details on it. To save about $18, $19 million in salary cap, the Eagles can do two things. One, they can cut Michael Carter, the slot corner they got from the Jets late in the season, $8.7 million if they cut him. I had hopes for him. I think the Eagles did too. It just didn't work out. They can move on there and save a lot of money, and maybe Mac McWilliams takes the next step forward in his development. They can also extend Jordan Davis and save $9.3 million on the salary cap. So those two numbers combined, that's that's just 18 flat. So not 19, $18 million total there by doing those things. And Jordan Davis getting an extension is something that I think we're going to talk about in a second. But the Dolphins are cutting people left and right because they need to save salary cap. And they've cleared out nearly $70 million in cap space on Monday, cutting the likes of Tyreek Hill. No, we do not want Tyreek Hill here in Philadelphia. And the number one name that they cut like 4 or 5 guys, but Tyreek Hill's the big name. The second biggest name they cut was Bradley Chubb, edge rusher, a guy that we were linked to at the trade deadline last year before Jalen Phillips was the guy brought in. He spent time in Denver with Vic Fangio. He spent time in Miami. He's 29 years old. Well, he'll be 29 years old when the season starts. I think he would be a great option. You lose out on Jalen Phillips, I think he'd be a great cheaper option for the Eagles at edge. So that's a name to keep an eye on. Now to that Jordan Davis extension. Here's the thing. I'm sitting here thinking about Jordan Davis and his extension and what it's going to look like. I'm sitting here looking at the Eagles' salary cap strapped. I'm sitting here thinking of all the rumors of Myles Garrett and Max Crosby and them coming to Philly. And you're going to run out of money at some point, right? And then comes up the idea of Jalen Carter. And on yesterday's episode, I mentioned how Jalen Carter's fifth-year option, if they decide to pick that up, is going to be $27.2 million because he was an all-pro in 2024. Now, this is probably not going to happen. I probably don't even like my own idea. But is there a world or possibility that the Eagles would consider trading Jalen Carter? Yes, I said that, trading Jalen Carter. And here's why. Jalen Carter, he's got the shoulder issue, right? Pretty big issue this past year that he had. And from some reports that it could be something that lingers for years to come. He's obviously still got an immaturity issue, right? It's going to cost you $27 million to pick up the fifth-year option, or it's going to cost you $40 million a year to extend him. I've seen reports of 4 or 5 years, upwards of $140, $150 million for him. It's a lot of money to commit to him. And you've seen the emergence of Jordan Davis. You've got a high-quality player in Moro Ojomo taking leaps forward in his game. Is there a scenario where if a team called Howie and offered a haul, you would have to get a huge haul? Because we're talking a generational talent here. You have to get a huge haul for Jalen Carter. But would you be okay with it if Howie made that kind of call? It's crazy. I know. I don't even agree with my own idea. But it's something out of the box thinking. The Eagles have a lot of tough decisions. You know, keep Nakobe Dean or not with the emergence of Jahad Campbell as a young draft pick. You got Jalix Hunt versus Nolan Smith. Jalix Hunt has leaped over Nolan Smith in the realm of importance, right? You've got Davis and Jomo versus Carter. You've got a lot of tough decisions on the defensive side of the ball, and you can only pay so many, right? So while A.J. Brown's the big name that, you know, Eagles fans will talk about trading away, I'm just going to throw it out there. It's not a 100% lock he does not get traded before his extension. I mean, it might only be a 1 or 2 or 3% chance, but I don't think it's something that Howie should ignore at least the thought process of to see what it is. I'm just throwing it out there. Don't hate me. Don't fire me. Don't cancel me. Come on, Trending in the AM, live at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, and let me know what you think about my crazy out-of-left field idea. And I know a lot of people disagree with me on it. And I disagree with myself. But I'm throwing it out there because I'm trying to get creative with the future of this Philadelphia Eagles team. And that's just one of those ideas out there that I came across just in my mind randomly sitting at my desk here. So anyway, everybody have a great day. I know I just ruined yours by suggesting it, Jalen Carter trade, but have a great day. Go Birds, and bubbles up.
Instagram teen accounts have automatic protections for what teens see and who can contact them, plus time management tools. And Instagram will continue adding built-in safety features to help create age-appropriate experiences. Learn more about teen accounts and Instagram's ongoing work to protect teens online at instagram.com/teenaccounts.
This episode is brought to you by Redfin. You're listening to a podcast, which means you're probably multitasking. Maybe even scrolling home listings on Redfin, saving homes without expecting to get them. But Redfin isn't just built for endless browsing. It's built to help you find and own a home. With agents who close twice as many deals, when you find the one, you've got a real shot at getting it. Get started at redfin.com. Own the dream.
Kraft Mac and Cheese is better than 90s hip-hop. We'll remind you of your childhood without making you feel incredibly old. Kraft Mac and Cheese. Best thing ever.
Support for this show and the Fans First Sports Network comes from Strong Coffee Company. Elevate your coffee routine with Strong Coffee Company's Black Instant Blend and Lattes. Both feature organic coffee, protein, MCTs, and adaptogens for sustained energy and mental clarity. With quick delivery and exceptional taste, their coffee is a convenient option and a nutritious addition to your daily routine. Experience a healthier, most productive day with Strong Coffee Company. Visit strongcoffeecompany.com and receive 20% off at checkout using promo code FFSN. Again, strongcoffeecompany.com, FFSN.